So Shabbat Shalom. My family and I, we have lived in Canada now, believe it or not, for 7.5 years. I think it's safe to say that we have fully embraced our Canadian identity. In fact, yesterday, our family took the oath of Canadian citizenship right here in my living room via Zoom and officially became Canadian citizens. It was a truly humbling and inspiring moment, even if it was via Zoom. And even if we were completely unprepared to recite the oath in French as well as English. That they didn't tell me that was not on the test. But afterwards, we celebrated and we had homemade veggie poutine for dinner. Never made poutine before, say it. And Tim Hortons donuts for dessert, which I have had many times. I wore a dress shirt and a kippah for the oath ceremony. But we took a family photo afterwards, and I was in my lumberjack black flannel for posterity. So I think we can say that we feel fully and truly Canadian. However, there are a few things from the US that we are not quite yet prepared to give up. We weren't really prepared to give up Trader Joe's and Target, but those aren't here anymore anyways. But there are a few things aside from our citizenship, which we're also maintaining, that we're not quite ready to give up. One of those things is my subscription to Time magazine. I grew up with Time magazine in our home every week. I would have to wait my turn after my parents had read it, and sometimes absconding with it before my older siblings could get to it. Magazines in general, and Times perhaps in particular, are of a different era. I don't even get the print edition of that magazine anymore, but I still read it and the New York Times every day, even if it's on my phone or my iPad. So it was fitting, in light of this week's Torah portion, that just the other day, a message popped up on my screen. My subscription for Time magazine was about to expire, and the message read, "Click here if you want more time." If it were only that easy, I thought to myself with a rabbinic chuckle, simply to click for more time. The message, of course, was referring to the magazine, but we can understand it as a much more transcendent rather than transactional message. What's that old proverb? If anyone ever offers you more money or more time, always take time, because you can make more money, but you can't make more time. In this week's Torah portion, the ancient Israelites are still in the desert. If it seems like we were there before and have been there for a while, we have, and we will be there for much longer, about 40 years in the desert, as I spoke about a few weeks ago, and that's a long time by any measure. In this week's Parsha, Vayehel-Pekudai, which is actually two parshiot conjoined together, God commands the Israelites not to do any work in the sanctuary on the Sabbath. For 6 days is work to be made, but on the seventh day there is to be holiness for you, Sabbath, a Sabbath of ceasing for the eternal. The great theologian Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel taught, Judaism is a religion of time aiming at the sanctification of time. Judaism is a religion of time aiming at the sanctification of time. Heschel explained that in our natural state, left to our own self-interest and devices, human beings would not differentiate from one moment to another. All hours would be essentially treated alike, or separated perhaps by day and night, sleep and awake. But Heschel taught, the Torah senses the diversified character of time. There are no 2 hours alike. Every hour is unique and the only one given at that moment. It is exclusive and it is endlessly precious. Judaism teaches us to be attached to the holiness in time, to be attached to sacred events, to learn how to consecrate moments that emerge from the magnificent stream of a year. For Heschel, time was itself a sanctuary, a holy vessel, a temple that neither the Romans nor the Germans would be able to burn, a shrine that even abandonment of religion cannot make unholy. Think about it in your own life. What lives forever? What cannot be taken away except by horrible illness? It's memory. And what is memory but a sanctuary, a vessel, a container of time? Memory is cherished time, appreciated time. Sure, there are some things that we would sooner forget, painful and unpleasant memories, and perhaps we can find a place to lock them away and not visit them unless absolutely necessary. But good memories, special memories, those last forever. They capture time and preserve time. No matter what we lose in our life, wealth, people, things, time itself, memory is eternal. Thus, that moment in time that we call upon with a smile and a blessing, that too is eternal. As our Torah portion this week teaches, the meaning of the Sabbath is to celebrate time rather than space, rather than things. 6 days a week, we live under the tyranny of things, the tyranny of space. And on Shabbat, we try to become attuned to holiness and time. It is a day on which we are called upon to share in what is eternal in time, to turn from the results of creation to the mystery and the wonder and the awe of creation, from the world of creation to the creation of the world. Continuing with Heschel's teaching, one of the most distinguished words in the Bible is the word kadosh, or holy, a word which more than any other is representative of the mystery and the majesty of the divine. Now, what was the first holy object in the history of the world? Was it a mountain? Was it an altar? Was it a temple? Was it a golden calf? The first time the word kadosh is used in the Torah is in the book of Genesis, at the end of the story of creation. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that he had done. The first thing that is called holy is time itself. In fact, in all 6 days of creation, not a single object, not a single being, not even the creation of human beings is called kadosh, is called holy. The only aspect of creation that is given such honor is time, the seventh day, the Sabbath day, this day. The one that started just now as we lit Shabbat candles and said the blessings around our table as we blessed our family who hopefully are inside our bubble. This very moment is called kadosh, it is called holy. That's why we do a kiddush. There is no reference in the record of creation to any object in space that would be endowed with the quality of holiness. Only time. This is a revolution in thinking. It is a radical departure from accustomed religious thought. If you were writing the screenplay for the Netflix miniseries on religion or on creation of the world, you would probably write, because the audience would expect that you would, that after heaven and earth were established, God created a holy place, a holy mountain, a holy spring, whereupon a sanctuary, a temple would to be established. That place, that altar, that ark, that would be called holy. And indeed, later episodes of this yet-to-be-aired Netflix miniseries, that is exactly what happens. Mount Moriah, Mount Sinai, a holy ark, a holy temple, many, many holy things. But the very first thing, thus the most holy of things in the entire Torah, is not a thing. It is the holiness of time, the Sabbath, the very moment, this moment. So the question before us is the very question that appeared on my iPad screen. Do you want more time? Which is really asking, do you value time? Not the magazine, but the time. Do you appreciate time? Do you cherish time? Now, I like the magazine, but I am blessed with time, blessed with memory of time, and inspired to create more memories, countless good memories in the time that I have left, however long or short that might be. Through another conversation almost as archaic as a printed magazine, through another convention almost as archaic as a printed magazine, Sunday morning we will set our clocks ahead 1 hour. We will actually lose time. And there it goes, right before our eyes, while our eyes are fast asleep. We are already in a deficit, already behind. We are already running out of time. It's really the only sermon a rabbi ever gives. It's the same sermon that this rabbi often gives. Make the most of the time that you have. You can't click to get more. Time is holy, and time is running out. So run after it and catch up to it and hold on to it by making memories. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be God's will. Shabbat Shalom.